Whoa, whoa. Let's talk about it, man. I got one on today. Look at that big bastard. I had to go get these boards. Sourcing some oak today. That was like impossible. FYI, if you need them for your trailer, get them before you go out because nobody has them anywhere. I found a sawmill finally in Indianapolis that had them. 14 foot. Oy, it's gonna be a fun one. I got like 9 or 10 chains on it and binders. I think that'll be enough. I think it's like 47,000 and 45,000. So here we go. Bastard's big. What's up, y'all? So I'm sitting here in the truck going over the permits for tomorrow. We got a combine. I'm meeting an escort in the morning, and we're taking this thing to Georgia. It's going, I think, like 400 miles or something like that. I'm tired. It's been a long day. I had to do a lot to get this load to happen. So there's opportunities that pop up, guys, and you guys got to be willing to do whatever it takes. You know, you got to be Mr. Get It Done, and that's what I am. You know, if I need to get something, I'm gonna do it to make the money to make happen. So I needed hardwood boards to go down the side of the trailer on the kickouts for the RGN, and I never did get any. I just haven't got them yet. We've ran across a few opportunities where we could have used them, and we never did get them. So, you know, this load popped up, and they're like, you gotta have them. They'll turn you away if you don't have them. Guys keep showing up. They've had like 5 guys come to get this load. They turned them away, didn't know what they're doing, you know, had no idea. One guy even had a heavy haul shirt on. He was all heavy haul this, heavy haul that, couldn't do the damn load. So, and they showed up with pine boards from, you know, Lowe's or whatever, and they, you know, they snapped them, stuff like that. So they said, look, you got to have some oak, you got to have hardwood, you know, show up with some rough cut, real stuff that'll actually work. So I did, and they were not easy to get on the road. I was in Indianapolis, and I called every sawmill, I called every lumber yard, I called every custom lumber place, I called everywhere. Nobody had them. I must have made 50 phone calls. And I finally got a hold of a guy who had a sawmill at the house, and he had some, and he cut them up for me. And the guy was top notch too, man. He put them on a Bobcat. I pulled up to his place. He dumped them on the trailer. I paid him and took off. So that was legit. I'm glad that worked out. I posted for my escort. Got it. Did it all myself real quick. You know, usually my dispatchers handle that. I train them to do it. But since I'm out here, I was like, man, I'm just going to bang this out and get it done. And, you know, my wife went and got the permits. Sweet as she is, she banged all that out, and the operations team at the office. So that got done. And then, you know, I got here, printed the permits out. I went over there, picked up the load, and made it happen. You know, so here we are. Permits are printed out. We're ready to go in the morning. Escort set up. We got like 400 miles to kill in the morning. You can only drive this big stuff wide like this. I think we're like 12.8, 12.6 wide, something like that. 14 tall. I think, you know what? It's right here, actually. We are, no, it doesn't say on here. I think we're 45,000 pounds, 46,000 pounds, something like that. And it's a fun little ride, you know. I really should have went on an ag trailer, or, you know, if you guys don't know what that is, like an agricultural trailer with slide outs where they can literally drive it up on there. That's what combines need to go on, and not, you know, these pine board, or not pine board, but you know, these little kickouts with the boards on them. It's, you know, precariously stuck there, and I don't like it. But we're gonna make it happen. I got like 5 chains on the back, 5 chains on the front, so 10 chains. So it ain't going nowhere. The speed limit on the permit says 55 anyway, is maximum. So we're gonna get it on down to Georgia and make it happen. You know, it's paying really, really, really well to do all that. But it's a Friday, okay? The load that I had going from Indiana back to Florida was a legal load, and it fell through. It was paying like $6,000. And this one gets me to Georgia. It's less miles, paying more money. And it is a wide load, big, all that stuff. So I'll be closer. I'll be in Georgia, closer to Florida, but I'll have to get another hop from there up to Florida, be home by Thanksgiving. If for some reason everything goes well, I'll be happy. Tomorrow afternoon I'll be empty, get my reset for the weekend, start by because I think I have about 18 hours left, so it should take about 8 to finish this out tomorrow. get my reset tomorrow night. Come Monday, be able to roll out. But it's efficiency. It's doing whatever it takes. You know, I tell you guys this again and again and again. It was Friday. This morning my other load canceled. I got on a load board myself. Found something that could go quickly. And, you know, it needed these boards. Nobody could get them. I said, I got them. I'm Mr. Get It Done. I was looking on Facebook Marketplace. I was looking everywhere for this stuff. I think that's actually where I found the guy that had the sawmill, was on Facebook Marketplace. You got to be resourceful, guys. So I got the boards. I got me some cash, went and got them, picked them up, paid him. You know, drove over there, show up, and they're like, man, we're glad to see you. All these guys that keep showing up either don't know what they're doing, you know, we can't understand them, they don't speak English, whatever. And, you know, we couldn't send it, or they didn't have the right equipment. One guy showed up with only 2 boards, and they needed boards for the whole length of the trailer, and it just wouldn't work. You just can't do it, you know. So you got to be ready to get the job done and do whatever it takes to make it happen. And I showed up, and I was able to make it happen. I'm Mr. Get It Done. So I get the payday, and we're on to the next one, and hopefully get this thing dropped off tomorrow, man. It seems to be, you know, it's a big load, but it seems to be like it's gonna ride all right. I drove it about, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 miles over here to the truck stop this afternoon. Got parked up. You know, with this big stuff, guys, you can't fit in a spot. So if there's not 2 spots available where you can kind of take 1.5, you're just parking on the end or parking wherever you can park, you know. But everybody wants to do this big stuff, this heavy haul stuff, this oversized stuff, make big money and do all this stuff. They don't realize, man, it's big fucking work. It really is. You know, you want to get out here and do this stuff. We're just building our heavy haul division, and you know, we run into a lot of issues, a lot of snafus, and this stuff isn't for everybody. You got to be resilient. You know, you got to be able to go get the boards. You got to be able to chain. You got to be able to figure out ways to do things that, you know, aren't traditional. You know, just this week alone, I've had so many just oddball things on this stuff, like that paver that I hauled. If you guys follow any of my other content, it was like 2 inches off the ground. So to get it up on the trailer, that was chaotic. And even at Caterpillar, with, like, when I went and dropped it off where they build the damn things, they couldn't get the damn thing on or off, right? They could get it on at the other spot where they actually built it, but at the spot that was accepting it, they couldn't take it because they didn't have ramps, and couldn't get off the trailer. So I had to do it and put boards down and do all that stuff to get it off. You know, and even on the where they manufacture them, the ramps weren't quite working, so I had to move the ramps back and put some dunnage and boards in there to run it up over top of it. And the guys were just like, we don't know what to do, you know. So they must come in with some low profile, you know, trailers. Mine has like these big hooks in the front, and they're square and they kind of stick out, so you got to get up over them, and anything that's really low gives that a problem. So super funny story, guys. I didn't know this truck had a bunk heater on it, and I've been idling and stuff, but I had no idea that it had a bunk heater, and I wanted to try it out. It's working though. All my other trucks have APUs. We just got this truck, and I didn't know much about it. And I was talking to the guy I got it from, and he goes, yeah, man, he goes, that fucking thing's got a bunk heater. And I was like, no shit. But that's what happens when you move fast. You miss things like that. But, yeah, man. Tired. I'm about to call it a day. I'm set up. The escort dude's waiting. Gonna be waiting on me at 7:15. Get rolling at daylight. You know, you can only roll these wide loads and stuff and oversized stuff during daylight hours. Got my route punched into the GPS. You know, when you go into your Garmin Diesel or one of your trucking GPSs, you can actually delete and add the routes or way you want to go based on what your permits say. So that makes it kind of cool. But I'm just kind of, you know, it's the easy one. I think it's like from 71 to 275 to 75 straight to Georgia. So it don't get no easier than that, especially with something this crazy big. So I'm hoping everything goes good tomorrow and we have a nice easy day and get rolling. So stay tuned. It's liable to be a fun one. All right, we're on the way.
Turn right.
Finally got daylight. Got a little coffee. And we're rolling. Come on. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We're at it today. We've got across Kentucky, out of Ohio, up out of Cincinnati on the bypass. And we got our escort. And we're rolling. Let's get her delivered. 14 tall, almost 13 wide. Having some fun. There's our escort. Doing a great job. And we're gonna get her on down the road. Well, we're out here getting it. Boy, it's cold as shit. Got corn flying all over my trailer. Lost the flag. I had a magnetic one on this wheel. It came off. That's the best thing I could do. I couldn't find another magnet one. Got corn everywhere. We're getting it. Checking everything out, just making sure she's good to hit the road. So I had a magnetic one like that and it flew off. Sure as hell wasn't gonna stop and get it. This big bastard on the side of the road. Let's go. What's up, guys? I'm out here. I parked up at this little truck stop last night, right across somewhere. A couple TMC trucks over there. I don't know what them boys are doing, but I'm dropping this off. The guy could meet me at 2 o'clock. So, taking it right here. Got a bunch of equipment I'm pulling out. Right there, pull in there, drop it down. Everything went great. I just been messing with the truck a little bit. Cleaning it. Getting stuff ready. I'm about to pull all my flags off right now since I'm pulling over there. Just, pull a couple chains off, get over there. Well, I'm ready to go. Drop the trailer, get this thing off. Head to the truck stop. Shower up, all that good stuff. But it's a big load. You can see how tall I am compared to this damn thing. Got it done though, got it over here. TMC's hauling a boat and some structural steel. But look where the tire is, how tall I am, and I'm like 5'9", 5'10", something like that. I think it's a whole situation. But we're gonna get after it, man. So we'll see how it goes. After thinking, some of y'all probably don't know what a RGN removable gooseneck trailer is. So the neck stays with the truck, and you separate it here. These two ramps on the ground. A lot of people don't know what they are. I tell them, like, what the hell is that? What's the RGN? Which is surprising that you just, don't know. But you drive whatever it is, bulldozer, whatever, on and off the trailer that way. And just like that, she's off. She is rolling. Bye-bye and on to the next one. As you guys see, it was so wide, I had to put a few boards down there on both sides. I gotta put all my boards up. If you didn't know, that's how my boards go on. There's these little kickouts, and they simply go up, slide in and stay when I'm not using them. And they're for just a little bit wider load when you need a little bit more inch on the stick. You know what I mean? That old boy was funny. It took us, he said they had this thing. I bought it back in October, beginning of October. Here it is. We're in November, almost the end of November. And he said, we've been waiting on somebody to come pick this thing up. They sent in 5 people to do it, and none of them could figure it out. And what they really needed was an ag trailer. For you guys that do this, that's what they needed. Not a damn trailer with kickouts like this. It's just these compact. They usually take the wheels and tires off of them, or tracks or whatever. And when they don't take it off, they need an ag trailer. Which instead of having these little kickouts, they've got they got great big slide outs that make it real wide. They go out, I think, like 4 or 5 feet on each side, and then you just drive it right up on there, and it's a safer, better way to do it. But hey, it was paying good, so we got it done, bud. So I needed this piece of board that long, and I don't have a saw, but I'm about to drill a couple holes in it and snap it so I can put it down there in the end of my trailer to keep those boards from sliding out. Because I missed to fucking get the job done. Look at that. Perfect break. I'm telling you, I could have made it on freaking MacGyver. Ain't got shit on me. I could have made it on. I would have made it on Survivor. No problem. See now? I got me a little tray where that V was cut out, which shouldn't even be there, which is stupid. So that now my boards won't slide out while I'm going. Put that in there. Made it nice and tight and wedged it in. This one was sticking up, So the reason why I put that board and strapped it is so it would hold pressure so it won't move. And I put those big 4x4s in the middle so they won't slide back and forth and come out and bounce around. That's why I get paid the big bucks. Because the average human just can't figure that out. They're fucking ignorant. I don't normally have to carry all these damn boards anyway on this trailer. I won't have to because I only need 4. Maybe carry 1 extra. When I had to source them for this combine project, the guy said, I cut a bunch of extra ones. I just, out of what I had out of 1 log, would you want them? And I said, well, hell yeah, I got another couple of RGNs that need them. So when I get back to the yard, I'll just take those off and they'll go on another trailer. But they're in that's a nice little, I mean, that spot fits them. I mean, it works. But I tied this up nice and tight and I put a couple zips on it just because it's right here by the tires. I didn't like that. If it come loose, get wound up in all my tires, that would suck. But yeah, she's off. Truck's cleaned up, organized. Trailer's fairly organized. This truck needs a few things. Mud flat bracket. Like I said, the last guy that had it had some issues and smashed it around. I gotta fix this bumper situation. The grill needs a new grill in it. Back here, we still haven't had a chance to get this fixed, or the catwalk, or that little quarter fender. So when I get back this time, I'm gonna get all that done. Stay tuned. We're gonna get on down the road. Do some laundry.